shoulder too.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right.
I cleared my nose before you went over here.
Well, you've set the bar pretty high last year. Talk about the pressure maybe going into this year, or is there no pressure?
There's no pressure. I think it's just balancing expectations and making sure that we just continue to focus on what we've always focused on, and it's just what we do well, and being the best version of ourselves every day. But it's something we definitely work through in the fall is, with how great last year was and the steps we took as a program, this team hasn't done anything yet. And so you're going through a new year, you have more expectations and more of a target on your back. So we have to figure out how to be our best version because teams are going to be gunning for us.
Have you seen the Arkansas community just kind of step up and almost pay more attention with how last year went?
Oh, they've been awesome. Our fans have shown up for us big time, and we knew when we got here we were setting out to win over our fans. And it wasn't just about winning games, it's just about putting a product out there that they want to support. And I give our team a ton of credit because they have poured everything. And you can tell how they play. They play with a ton of heart. They have a ton of character. Our fans see that, and they've been incredibly supportive.
These early season tournaments coming up, you're going to Louisiana, Mexico, and everything. What do you hope to gain from those tournaments?
A few wins. But, I think it's always exciting to go into that first weekend to see what this team's going to be about. I think as a coaching staff, we have a pretty good idea, but until you cross those lines on game day, you're not really sure how deep that's going to go. So I'm looking forward to seeing our team compete, come together a little bit more, and see who's going to step up in big moments. But the team looks a lot different than it did this year. It's pretty consistent with who we have in the circle. But outside of that, we have a lot of new faces and a lot that are going to contribute. And so it's just going to be really interesting to see who steps up and win.
So that just for the pitching perspective, is it still pretty much going to be the Mary and Autumn show this year? Or?
Yeah. You have Mary and Autumn. They have a huge talent. You're going to see Lauren Graves, you're going to see Katie Warwick, but you're going to see majority of Mary and Autumn. And the way they complement each other, the competitiveness, the skill set they have, we like giving them the ball.
What do you see the two of them working on this offseason?
Just fine-tuning their craft. I think where they've grown the most is just between the ears. I think they have a competitiveness that is rare, and I think that's the big thing, but they've only gotten stronger there. And then as a pitching staff as a whole, all four, they're just really, really tight-knit. They get each other more than they have. They understand that they're the team within the team, and they're pulling for each other and knowing that they're going to have to step up for each other.
You mentioned Lauren Graves. She was one of 4 transfers you brought in. Did you plan to bring that in, or did it just kind of happen that way?
No, I don't think you ever plan for it, but I think we're always open for it. Anytime we have a chance to make our program better and it's the right fit, then we're going to go for it. And so adding Braxton and Lauren last summer and adding Ryan and Danielle this January, they're all 4 are huge additions, and they made us better immediately.
How have they adjusted, fit in with the team and everything?
Oh, they haven't skipped a beat. I know I've heard a few of the girls talk earlier. They just fit in so easily. They came in open-minded and open arms, and our girls I give them a ton of credit because they knew it was what was best for the program, and they were open and made sure that got them under their wing right away and made them feel like part of the family.
How are they eligible without having to sit out like Danielle? Is
Well,
it different in softball? Or?
Well, in softball, you've always been able to transfer unless in conference, like Braxton's sitting out this year because it's in conference. So as long as the previous school releases you could more often than not play right away. You haven't seen this influx of mid-year transfers that we've seen this year, and that's just with the NCAA's new kind of transfer rules, the transfer portal that's going on, and that's why they were able to be on one team in the fall and play with us in the spring.
And you've got 10 girls from California on this roster. Is that by design? Maybe you feel more comfortable with that, or is it just the way
it's just the way it's worked out. We recruit out there a ton, but there's great softball across the country. The good thing about softball in California is they play year-round. They have a great game sense. They're competing against the best, but you see that strength starting to spread. So it's not by design. We recruit out there a lot, but ultimately we're just trying to find the best kids that fit our system here, and we know would do really well with how we work.
Well, do you have more